U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris on Sunday called on the Israeli government to do more to increase the flow of aid into Gaza, saying Gazans were suffering from a humanitarian catastrophe in which the conditions were inhumane. Speaking in the southern state of Alabama, Harris also said there must be an immediate ceasefire in Gaza that would secure the release of hostages that U.S.-designated terrorist group Hamas kidnapped while allowing more aid to get inside Gaza. A mother in southern Gaza is mourning the deaths of her 5-month-old twin babies after they were killed in an Israeli airstrike in Rafah. AP correspondent Rika Ann Garcia reports.
It took 10 years and 3 rounds of fertility treatment for Rania Abu Anza to become pregnant, and only seconds for her to lose her beloved children. Rania talked to the AP and said that she is left with no one after an Israeli strike hit their home. According to local officials, several people were killed and some are still stuck under the rubble. Israeli airstrikes have regularly hit family homes since the start of the war in Gaza, including Rafah, which was declared a safe zone. Israel says it tries to avoid harming civilians and blames their deaths on Hamas, claiming that the militants placed themselves in crowded neighborhoods. I'm Rika Ann Garcia.
Pope Francis on Sunday called for a ceasefire in Gaza and Israel. The pontiff said, "I ask myself, is there really any thought to building a better world this way? Do we really think we will achieve peace? Please stop. Let us all say together, please stop." This is VOA News. International connectivity to Haiti was temporarily disrupted on Sunday following violent clashes in the capital that have damaged communications and led to a prison break at the main penitentiary as a major gang leader seeks to oust Prime Minister Ariel Henry. One of the 2 major telecom providers to the Caribbean country said lines had been affected following days of street violence in parts of the capital. Heavy gunfire has caused panic in recent days after calls by a gang leader for criminal groups to unite and overthrow Henry. Lawmakers in Pakistan's National Assembly have elected Shahbaz Sharif as the country's new prime minister for the second time. VOA's Tommy McNeil reports.
Allies of imprisoned former Premier Imran Khan in Parliament shouted in protest against Sharif's appointment on Sunday, alleging rigging in last month's elections. Following days of negotiations, Sharif's Pakistan Muslim League Party and his supporters formed an alliance after the February 8th election, whose results were announced after an unusual delay because of a nationwide mobile phone outage. Authorities said that the cutting of communications was necessary to avoid militant attacks on candidates and security forces. The delay drew criticism from Khan's party, which insists the vote was rigged to stop it from getting a majority. Tommy McNeil, VOA News.
Monday is World Obesity Day. Indonesia is facing a disparity in obesity rates among adults, according to data from the country's Ministry of Health. Dave Grunenbaum looks at the issue.
It's workout time for these 24 Indonesian women, improving their cardiovascular health and shedding calories. For many of them, this is a relatively new routine, including Juliana. She's 29 and weighs 110 kilos. She says, "I did not get enough exercise, and I had an unhealthy diet too." It's a common story in Indonesia, which is seeing rising obesity rates in all age groups, but especially among women. Almost half of Indonesia's women are overweight or obese, almost double the rate of Indonesian men. Dave Grunenbaum, VOA News, Depok, Indonesia.
Thousands of senior doctors have rallied in the South Korean capital to express their support for junior doctors who have been on strike for nearly 2 weeks over a government plan to sharply increase the number of medical school admissions. Sunday's rally comes a day before the government said it would begin to take steps to suspend the medical licenses of nearly 9,000 medical interns and residents for defying government orders which have disrupted hospital operations.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.